Whoever thought that collecting vinyl would be a good idea and making collecting vinyl and having vinyl a trend was a madman because it's expensive. Hey everyone, it's so weird to go back to this, but yeah, I'm really happy that I'm finally doing this video, and I've decided to once again come back to the channel with something interesting. I've decided to talk about the vinyl collection that I'm starting to have. I guess that's one of the good things that came out of this whole quarantine. I have actually quite a lot to show you today. Some of them already opened, but you could also see me just like unpacking it and showing you the insides. I'm not gonna particularly talk about the actual vinyl, more about the album and why I have it. So I'm actually, in this video, I'm gonna talk mostly about the music, the albums that I have, and then just show you what's inside. The first record that I'm gonna show you is from last year, which is Angel's Pulse by Blood Orange, Def Hines. This is arguably either my favorite record of last year or one of my, maybe like number two. Number one then would probably be Steve Lacy's album. I don't have it on vinyl yet. I do want to buy it, but this, I had to get this. It's a beautiful release. This is also like a limited edition. It has some really amazing songs. First of all, it has a song called Berlin. And whenever an artist has a song about Berlin, I'm like, yeah, album of the year. And I do really understand or feel the vibe whenever an artist does a song about Berlin, because Berlin really has a special atmosphere and a special feeling. No wonder that we have so many like artists here and people who get inspired to create something about the city. Anyway, beautiful record. This is probably my favorite Blood Orange record, though all of his albums are great. It also has Jabba from Brockhampton, and I'm obviously, I don't have it here though, sorry. That's on another wall. I'm a Brockhampton stan, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, just so many amazing features. Arca is on the same song. Having Arca, Joba, and Justin Sky on the same song, and Def Hines, obviously. Excuse me, like what kind of mind decided to do this? I'm not sure if I'm gonna make like a separate video about this record because it's from the last year. If you want me to, I can do like a review, maybe a listening session. So let me know. But yeah, love this. The next record, I would say this particular record belongs to my boyfriend, but I still really appreciate this album and I really like it. This is Show Me the Body. First of all, the packaging is so nice. I really like the handwritten notes. I really like the cover of this and like everything that they were doing. This imagery with this graffiti thing. We have tickets actually to see Show Me the Body. Well, concert was supposed to happen this year. Of course it didn't. Maybe next year we're going to hear this live, and this is probably like, you know, the most hardcore gig that I went to was by Horror. That was quite extreme. Well, and Death Grips, I think it's kind of on the same level. This might beat it because Show Me the Body are insane. Anyway, great record from last year. If you haven't listened to it yet, I highly recommend it. Next is another part of my like standing. There's like a little deformation right here, but this is from Shipping. This is Safi. Oil of Every Pearls and Insides. I still don't know what the fuck that means, but anyway. She's definitely like one of my most favorite producers for sure. Though she has such a strong, solid, specific sound to her music and to her production, yet everything that she does is just, it's pretty good. Like there are no like bad Safi tracks, not that I know of. It's beautiful. It's like Safi's rebirth as an artist and as a person. It has like a huge ass poster inside. I don't know where to put this. The photo shoot itself is just like so pretty. I can't. This album came out in 2018, so I think in 2018 that was definitely very up high. I don't remember whether I did like a top albums of 2018. I have to check that, but I'm pretty sure it was there. Okay, cool. Next is Another standing thing, this is of course Brockhampton. This is the only vinyl that I have of Brockhampton. I mean, we have 2 copies of that. A special limited edition, thanks to their fans kind of thing, that it actually includes my name. That felt pretty special. I thought that I do want to connect myself somehow to Brockhampton because Brockhampton plays such a big part of my life. Since Federation 1 came out, things just happened and my life really kind of changed, and I think the soundtrack to all of those moments were those guys. Ginger has a lot of really beautiful tracks. I can't really say that this is my favorite Brockhampton record. It has some really dope songs in here, and one of the songs were filmed in Berlin, so it's also connected to Berlin. Also, it's beautiful transparent red, and we have a lot of red vinyl, so you're gonna see this. But yeah, I guess it's really easy to do a red vinyl, I'm not sure. I think a lot of people resell this. So if you want to get it, if you want to have my name in your vinyl collection, then yeah, you can do this. Yeah. Another record that's actually from 2016, wasn't it? Yeah, this is Marching Church, Telling It Like It Is. I know that I did a video about my favorite albums of 2016, I think, and it wasn't there. That's because I kind of missed that release. I mean, I've heard it in 2016, but then I never kind of get back to it. I had the time to listen to it again in 2017, and I just completely fell in love with that. One of my favorite albums of like beginning of 2017. It actually has an incredible song called 2016 about the year and about, you know, everything that's have been going on. Like, I would really love Marching Church or Ice Age to release a song about 2020. That would be interesting. Marching Church and Ice Age are bands that I really, really respect and love. I really like Sacred Bones, the record label behind this release and behind the bands, and I just really wanted to support this because I think this is a really amazing album. If you haven't listened to it, do it. It's pretty strange, but it has like so many interesting and just very soulful tracks that I'm really obsessed with. Another older album, this is from, was it 2014? I'm really bad with timing. I don't remember when all the albums came out. I think it was 2014, right? Let's just say it came out in 2014, though I'm not sure about that. Anyway, that's actually my favorite album by Tyler, the Creator. I'm one of those kids who grew up listening to this when it came out, and I think this was the moment where I particularly fell in love with Tyler. I know that's very normie of me, but I don't really care. For me, this is like the highlight of what he was doing. And I know what you're gonna say, like, oh, what's about the last releases? They're great. They're actually really, really nice. And I don't have them on vinyl, but I do actually want to have like all Tyler, the Creator releases that he had on vinyl. But yeah, for me, I just decided that the first album that I'm gonna get would be Wolf because I just really love it. It's, again, one of those albums that I kind of was formed by in a way. I don't really even know what that means, but I was listening to it a lot and I know it really well. And I also love the artwork for this. This is so pretty. And the pictures as well, and just like the whole thing that he was doing, it was so different and so, plus it's pink. It's colored pink. It's really, really pretty, and it has a CD in here. So a very special one for me. Then we have an album from this year, finally. This is from Zebra Cats. This is another album that my boyfriend got. That was quite surprising because I didn't really know that it would be so important for him. But yeah, anyway, Zebra Cats released an incredible album this year, actually. It feels really nice to support artists like this. Quite a limited release, I believe. If you haven't checked it out yet, do that and consider buying this somewhere because, you know, why not support someone? Zebra Cats is a great artist. Another album that actually was released last year but was printed exclusively on vinyl this year, and it's a really beautiful mint vinyl. That's The Loopers and his album Dynamite. Great, amazing hip-hop record with some really beautiful production that I really dig because it's like darker. Earl Sweatshirt is on it. If you don't know who The Loopers is, then please check him out. He's very experimental. He's really strange, like in a good way. He knows so many amazing people. He's friends with Show Me the Body. Maybe there's a connection why my boyfriend likes it, but yeah, I like the cover of it as well, and the album is really nice. Another album from this year, now those are all recent, I guess. I had to get this on vinyl because this is I might spoiler it, but I think this is gonna be like in top 10 of my favorite albums of the year. This is Earth Eater. First of all, this cover, one of the most iconic covers I have ever seen. I love Earth Eater. I think she's incredible. She has Russian roots, which I think is very interesting. I have this theory, and I don't think that's necessarily like something that I came up with. I think it already exists, that a lot of people, a lot of artists who have either Russian background or like Russian roots or something, like second generation or third generation, they create quite dark art. And for me personally, I've also noticed that if I do create some art, I also tend to make something darker and like sadder, and it always has like this kind of nostalgic and almost traumatic background to it in different genres and forms of art even. And listening to something, watching something, I also gravitate towards like darker stuff. To me, like this is an ultimate envision of that. I'm not sure if that's the right word. This is what I'm talking about, this album. If you haven't listened to it, it's extremely beautiful. Another red vinyl in our collection. I wish it would be like orange yellowy. Maybe she had that somewhere, but yeah, we just got the normal red one. Probably my favorite cover of this year. Another album of this year, this is probably the best R&B album of the year, which is Brent Faiyaz. Hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Fuck the World. It's very sexy. It's a very sexy record, and it has like some darker moments as well. It's kind of all like mellowish, dark R&B. This is actually a very pretty album. It is red, but it's like a black splatter. The cover is very straightforward, and I do like the design of it though. It's like a really nice record to listen to and repeat a lot. Very relaxing and just very nice. Fuck the World. Another album that I had to get, definitely gonna be in like my top 3 albums of the year. I see that clearly. This is of course Arca. I think some people are gonna freak out because a lot of people ask me to do a video on this album, and I will. So what happened, and I actually did record my reaction of it, like legit first reaction, back in July, like a week after it was released, or like a couple days after it was released, but I never edited it because I don't know, I just had a lot of things to do. I still have these recordings, but I don't really necessarily like them that much, so I thought that I could re-listen to the album. I want to do that and record it and just more or less review it and talk about this album, because it is very special and very interesting to talk about. And well, I already know that some people want to see that, but anyway, just let me know if you are interested in that. Kick Eye. Still not sure whether it's Kick Eye or Kiki or something, but or Kick One. I don't know. But yeah, it's amazing. It also has a poster. Everything about Arca this year has been so eye-opening to me in a way, and I just became a full-on Arca stan this year. She lives in Barcelona now, and she has this photo shoot for the Travel Almanac at my favorite spot in Barcelona, in front of MACBA, the Modern Art Museum, and I'm just like, I want to be you. Like, what are you doing? It's very, very interesting to decode and to kind of get into a little bit more, so I'm waiting for those comments if you want to see me talking about that one. Oh, also I forgot to tell you that this is also limited. This is, I think, Germany limited or like HHV limited. I believe this is transparent. I'm gonna show you this in unboxing. It's really pretty. Another album from this year, which we listened to, and like the same day I think we went out and bought it. This is by Idols. Idols came back, and it is a very interesting album. They had like a lot of singles, I remember. It had like a lot of videos as well, and it kind of went like for too long. Maybe it's just my thinking, I don't know. But Ultra Mono, is that the name, right? Yeah, Ultra Mono. Pretty much every song on there is very solid, and I really enjoy listening to it. Some people say that Idols kind of are doing the same thing. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily agree with that. I'm still not sure if that's supposed to be Trump or not, but I think it's such a strange cover art for an Idols album, but somehow still it works. This is probably the most beautiful vinyl that we have in our collection right now. It's like it's incredible, actually. It's the most beautiful record I've ever seen in real life, you know. Another album that I just recently bought, it literally came like last week, is King Cruel, Man Alive. Also gonna be in my top 5, I think, of the albums of this year. But King Cruel is one of my favorite artists, and I'm impatiently waiting for everything that he does every time. And Man Alive did not disappoint. And also King Cruel was the last show I've seen before lockdown, so it's like very, very special. I also do want to do a separate video on that if you are interested in this. Also, please let me know. And this was released in spring, right? Or like end of winter. But listen to this now. This is actually fits so well. Like it has this very, I would say it has this like late autumn, start of winter vibe to it, mood to it. Or if you've listened to it before at the beginning of the year, try to do it now. You will see how much this grew on you. I mean, I fell in love with it when it came out, but especially now, I think it is still very, very strong, and I really like this record. And I have my last one, which is a Record Store Day exclusive. That's remember how I told you that I don't have all the Tyler the Creator and that Wolf is actually the only one I have? That was a lie, because I also bought the Record Store Day Cherry Bomb. But Cherry Bomb, this is an exclusive Record Store Day 2020 pressing of the album. I think it's also red, right? Yeah, that's like transparent red. We have a lot of red albums. He also had like an instrumentals from Cherry Bomb. I think I might get it. I still believe I can. There are some websites that still sell it for a very reasonable price, because Cherry Bomb is probably the most experimental Tyler has ever been. When it came out, it definitely wasn't like my favorite Tyler the Creator record, but I think it has a lot of really nice moments of it, and I like this kind of punk energy. I also really like the videos from this era of Tyler. It also has some incredible visuals here. This instrumentals of Cherry Bomb and the Metronomy Remix album and the Charlie XX Room Room EP, those were probably my like the albums that I really wanted to get, especially Charlie. I couldn't do it. If you do have it, if you do have like a copy that you don't need, even if it's unsealed, I would consider buying it. Like if you are selling for a reasonable price, let me know. If you know where to get that, because I need to have Room Room. Like music did not exist before Charlie XX Room Room, you know? That's all with the vinyl that we have so far. I definitely want to get, a lot of people on this wall, like I definitely want to get that. I do want to get Flower Boy. I only have the CD. I do want to get Falls. Actually, I do have a Falls vinyl record that it's not in Berlin right now. Frank, maybe. I don't even want to say that I like want a blonde vinyl, because I know that's pretty much impossible. But I'm asking from you people who are watching our channel still, or if you are new, welcome. If you like videos like this, let me know. I thought it would be nice to do like a little unpacking to talk about those releases. And if you want me to talk of those albums separately, you know, to do like an album review or some re-listening session / review, I'm into that. I do want to do that, especially for the releases from this year at least. But there might be exceptions. If you're interested in that, also please comment, or you can DM me on Twitter or like on Instagram, and yeah, I'm probably gonna answer you at some point. If you have any suggestions, or if you have any type of content that you want to see, also let me know. Also, I'm interested to know something about your vinyl collection. If you are collecting, or if you just have some vinyl records, what is like your most valuable possession, vinyl possession? What is the vinyl record that you are the proudest of right now? One last thing before I go is our playlist. I've just updated our playlist with, I think, all the tracks from 2020. Maybe some of them are from 2019, but they're all very recent, from like mostly second part of this year, and they're all just amazing. I love this, and it has like a really nice flow. I've really tried to like create a mood, you know, in the playlist, which is called The Other Stage, I think. It's available on Spotify and Apple Music, and you can find the links to it and listen to it and follow it and like it in the description of this video or on our social media pages. You are really welcome. I think now that's definitely all. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're having a great time, a great day. 2020 is almost over. Please stay healthy, wear a mask, stay at home, and listen to some vinyl, listen to some great music. Now, thank you so much for doing this with me, and goodbye.